All right, let's get this started. Hello, everybody. Okay, got some things to work on. Mainly going to start by working on this first and last pull request, which was raised some time ago. I just didn't have a chance to review it for some time. I'm taking a look at it now. There's a number of issues that we needed to resolve in it. So let's see how far we can get. I'd like to think that this is mergeable before too long. Right, so I think I've got to the point where this test works well enough. Let's check that, yeah, if we've got Modin, then it will still pass. So constructors equals Modin PyArrow, that's the one that's run in CI. Looks like in CI it's raising a warning, which I thought we would be catching. Yeah, setting with copy warning. Where is this being raised in our code? Gosh, the longest traceback I've ever seen. Here. Here. Why does this raise a... This shouldn't raise a copy with warning. Sigh. But maybe we can just silence it in the test. This feels like a bug in Modin's side, like you shouldn't be raising this there. So let's see if we can do that. PyTest. Filter warnings. Ignore. And then a copy of a slice. And then Modin. Let's see if this is enough to silence it. Lol, built-ins has no attribute Modin. What? Do we do this anywhere else? On PyTest, you do ignore. Oh, you're right, you put the type of warning. I don't know, base warning, is there something like that? I don't really want to. So from warnings, import user warning. Like, is there some base warning? Like if I just start, yeah, user warning. I'd like to say I just catch any warning. I don't know if I put none or something. Just warning. Oh yeah, we can just, looks like we can just do warning, which I presume all warnings inherit from. No. So here I've got ignore anything at the beginning and at the end. I don't know if that's necessary, but let's try to do that here as well. Do we just raise? I kind of just want to ignore this, but just for Modin and I also don't want to go too crazy with this test. Maybe it's okay to just... Maybe we can just silence it. Oh. Copy of a slice. Is the warning part at the end the problematic one? Like if you just remove that, then does it pass? If I need to spend any more than an extra minute on such a silly problem, no. Just going to do a quick search just to see if this comes up anywhere else in PyTest. Why? This feels like exactly what we've got. Let's just ignore it in the code itself. It's no big deal. So that'll be here in Expra. So that'll be over here. We get another one, which presumably now is from the corresponding last... Yes, here it is. Okay, so we just do the same thing here. Yeah, okay, this should be fine. Come to think of it, do we even need to select columns here? Can we just take nth? I guess it's better if we filter it down beforehand. Before doing it. Yeah, we don't want to do a merge with unnecessary columns, which we then need to drop. Yeah, this is probably fine. Okay. Let's sort this out. So catch the warnings there, yeah. Okay, so catch more warnings for Modin. Were there any other CI failures? I think this is the only one. Yeah, it looks like it's the only one. At which point, I think we should be okay to ship it. Oh, hi, Cam. I haven't thought about setting with copy warning in ages. Yeah, it's like the perennial struggle with pandas. In theory, pandas 3 is supposed to fix it, but... Well, we still need to support old versions of pandas. So we don't have too much of a choice there. Okay, let's see if I can get the browser shared as well. We can go through the PR and check that it's all fine. Okay, let's see if we can do this. So here it is. Right, this should be good. So then if I minimize it, we go back to code. Okay, so I just need to remember to minimize the screen if we go back to VS Code, and we should be okay. Sorry, Cam, I'm not a OBS wizard like you, although I have started using the virtual camera in OBS for calls. So now I get this transition when it fades in when I join a call. Nobody's commented on it yet, but I feel pretty cool. Python 2 to 3 broke everything. Pandas 2 to 3 should do the same. Yeah, fair enough. Right, let's see where we are. Okay, CI is not ready yet. No news is good news. Let's take a look at the files changed. Just double check that we're happy with everything. For some reason, reviewing the code looks different to me when I look at it here in GitHub compared to in the editor. So got to do both. So here it's just MD files, so that's okay. Then here in Arrow Expra, we're saying, okay, here we're just assigning to this meta variable, that's fine. Then, if the result is scalar-like, then we don't need to reorder the output, we just need to broadcast it. So that looks fine. I think we do have a broadcast function, but whatever, it's just, I'm okay with this, it's just 2 lines. And then here, this is the new part we've had to add. If we don't have partition by, right? Yeah, this is if not partition by. If we do have partition by, we might also have over. We might also have order by. I'm surprised we didn't need this yet, maybe because for PyArrow, we didn't yet have any partitioned window functions, but we are able to support this one. Oh, right. Yeah, I think before we just didn't have any order dependent ones here, so we'd never needed this condition. But now it's become apparent that we actually need it. Okay, the other thing Dan or Francesco did was to rename result to results. Yeah, that's fine. Cool, happy with that. Next. Arrow group by. Sure. Okay, a bunch of typing. I'm not interested enough to read through too much. Then configure ag. I do have to wonder why this needs to be a variable. Like, but whatever. So, ordered. So first and last, okay. Not sure how much I like the variable name because there's other things that could be ordered. But okay. Ordered ag. Yeah, sure. Ooh, we need to disable multi-threading to use them. But this wasn't possible before 14.0. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. Whatever. Seems fine. It's a bit odd to me that PyArrow is like this, but sure, whatever. Okay, so yeah, we're just moving this into a function. Nice, seems fine. Yeah, looks good. Approved. Next. Arrow series. Yeah, sure. Need to handle the case where it's an empty frame. Otherwise, this might be out of bounds. Yeah, looks good. Then in compliant expr, we need to add first and last. In the eager case, we can just reuse the series and we say that it returns a scalar. Sure. That's all we need to say, right? Like for the others, we don't have to pass other fancy things, right? Yeah, just reuse series. Do we have any other aggregations here? Just checking because it's been a while since I looked at this. Len, we just return scalar equals true. Okay. Nice. Viewed. Compliant series, here it runs a Python literal, and I think Python literal includes none in its definition. Whether it should or not is debatable now that I think of it. Okay, well, it includes non-nested literal, which includes none. Okay, fine. No objections. Okay, just reordering it, or reordering windows slightly. Okay, here we are. So yeah, I can mark it as viewed. This looks good. Typing. What's this? Narwhals aggregation. Sure, first and last. Yeah. In Dask, they're not implemented because Dask is awful for anything order dependent. In DuckDB, here's the slightly annoying thing that we need to use SQL expression, but that's just the way it is. They don't have this in the Python API, and they really don't seem to be prioritizing their Python API. Right, actually, we should wrap this in a try except. I wonder, do we have a utility for this? So SQL expression. There's a few places where we just import this and raise if it's not available. I think we should make this into a function. So def SQL expression. And this one, as an argument, just takes some string expression. So let's make that the argument. Expression string. Okay, cool. So like this, we can raise a unified error. And then here, let's just remove this. And let's return SQL expression. Okay, nice. Let's see if there's anywhere else we can use this. Within DuckDB. Right, here in first. So from the utils, let's import SQL expression. And then we can do the same here. Yeah, cool. Then Oh, right, yeah, that's all I wanted to resolve, just like that this needs to be try and accepted. But the other thing I wanted to do while we're here is that I think I raised this as a feature request to DuckDB. So maybe let's link to that. Something like first author me. No, not here. Oh, it's not there. Well, let's open it as a feature request. In Python API. I would like to have DuckDB does expression first, extra order by equals order by available in the Python API. Currently, I'm doing SQL duckdb.sql expression first extra order by currently I'm doing something like this, yeah, because it's not exact, but I'm not gonna make this too complex. Yeah, this looks right. Maybe let's give it the Python formatting as well. I'm fully expecting them to ignore it, but at least like this I've got something to point to. Okay, let's go back to the code. So, factor out SQL expression, link to feature request, yeah. Which reminds me, actually, this is, let's make the test even more unusual. I think there's going to be some issue. So for the first, so over by, partition by, and then order by I. Yeah, what if I has got a null value? Let's make 0 none. And then let's see if we still get the same result. So in polars, you typically put null values first. Right? Yeah. So this should give us the same result. And I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't, because it gives us something extra to fix up. Okay, nice, getting some failures. Oh yeah, okay. We needed to adjust the expected here. But apart from that, oh, it all passes? Really? What about here? So in the first group, we've got that this one is none. Okay, let's take a look here. Nothing fails, really. I somehow thought this would be harder. Order by I. Yeah, so we're testing both first and last here. It's just a bit surprising to me because we didn't have to say where to put the nulls in this DuckDB one. Let's think about this a bit harder. Well, let's try breaking it. Let's go back. So order by what if we just write nulls first? Or is that invalid? Is it really invalid? Okay, let's take a look at the docs. So DuckDB first. So we've got first value. I can't remember the difference between first and first value. I guess it counts as an aggregate function. Do we have first in here? Yeah. Order by date ask. Am I just not writing it correctly? Let's take a look. So do we have something here about, yeah, nulls last, nulls first. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So at the moment it looks like this. Oh, genius. So the generate order by SQL is already taken care of. Okay, so that's why it works. We'd already solved this. That's good. That's brilliant. Nice. Okay. I need to thank past self and past contributors for having made these utilities for generating SQL and everything so good. Thanks, everyone. Cool. So where were we? We factored that out. We haven't pushed this yet, though, so let's push it. And let's continue the review. I think we're getting closer, ever closer. I think we can probably ship this. Yeah. Let's do this. Right. So here in first. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, this looks good. Cool. Then in utils here, yeah, we're just using this SQL expression function we've made. Then in this IBIS one is totally incorrect, by the way. Like I posted an issue about it earlier. It's borderline shocking to me. Like it looks like in IBIS, if you use last and order by, the order by just gets totally ignored. Like if you look at the generated SQL, where's the order by? Like I've said order by I, and this I just does not appear anywhere in the generated SQL. Like what is this? I mean, does this happen for first as well? Presumably. Yeah, what the hell? Like, I've said order by I. Where is I? I don't know, do I need to do like t.I or it just eats it up completely? Oh, their problem. We're just translating to their API. If their API is bugged, then it's up to them to fix it. So then in pandas, again, we're saying if it's scalar-like, we don't need to reorder the output. So we can just broadcast this to the original size. Yeah, this looks fine. If it's over, though, we need to do... These could be shared, though, couldn't they? I feel a bit bad pushing this out when this could obviously be shared. All right, then. Let's share it. This PR is taking some time, but needs doing. So, gonna take nth, and so here we're gonna do, I think we're just usually doing a simple get attra, right? Yeah. Get atta, pandas function name, and then in here we're gonna do what is it, like pandas quags or something, like, I think it's called, yeah, it's called pandas quags, easy. And we've also got pandas function name. So we just need to make sure that this, yeah, this is simpler. Yeah, we don't need 2 blocks for this, come on. We just need to make sure that pandas function name is correct. And the way we do that is by seeing where it gets transformed. Here it is. Is it in remap ags? Yeah, first, yeah, here we just go to this typing is way too tight. Okay, well, maybe here I don't want to pass the native name. I want to pass the leaf name. Which, please tell me it's just a, oh, it's a Narwhals aggregation. It's like, okay, whatever, let's put it there. Narwhals aggregation. Okay, there's still a bit of red we need to solve. Yeah. Segregation. Okay. Cool. Just wait. Yeah, it's way too tight, but whatever. So then pandas quags. Let's see where this is set. It's in here. So then if it's in first or last, I want to switch this to in actually, do we even need this? Let's just run the test and see. Missing. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, let's just see here. Like, what function name do we end up with? Is this? I think this is. Yeah, this is the Narwhals one. So elif function name in first last and as quirks equals, what's that, like this remap eggs. I think where is it in here? We've got something. Where is it? Remap ordered index. Name. Okay, just gonna have to import that. So remap ordered index. Let's see if now we're good. All right. So this is going to be n. Okay, now it actually passes. What the hell? A string cannot be assigned to Narwhals aggregation. Do I care? Okay, I guess we're going to have to cast this. Or maybe we can just type it here. So, Narwhals aggregation. Where does this come from? Compliant typing. Does this cause problems anywhere else? Okay, it doesn't look like it. We might actually be good here. Okay, this is fine. Let's see if the group by test works. Yeah, call missing one required positional argument n. So let's take a look. Do we get here? So if is ordered ag. Oh, right. So here, this one should also use the leaf name. Okay, now it looks like it might be passing. Yeah, passes, nice. But we've still got something to adjust here. Narwhals aggregation. Nth is not assignable to Narwhals aggregation. Why does it think this is nth? Oh, is ordered ag. Type is okay. So oh my gosh, this is just all so horribly intertwined. I don't even know what to say. Like, why are we making it so complicated? I think we can just revert a few things. Let's do that. Let's just keep native aggregation. Yeah. Really don't need this distinction. What is this inefficient native? Right, and RSTU, so it should go here before the N unique. Okay, then let's remove this one. Okay. Are we doing better now? Oh, right. Sorry, needed to close my window. So, an ordered native aggregation. And then here, we've got this can just be a well, if we're not distinguishing them, this can just be a Boolean. And this isn't true. In fact, how often is this used? It's just used once. Like, we don't need this. If obj in remap ordered index, then we don't use I'm not sure. Well, okay, whatever. Not sure I feel strongly enough to remove this. So if self.name, yeah, this is fine. Okay. So tests pass. Let's check if this one passes. Wonderful. Let's check if my right is still happy. Right, so here we're combining, like the motivation here was to combine these two and then just reuse the dictionary from group by. Wonderful, okay. So let's check what we've done. So combine first and last blocks. And while we're here, do we have anything else about this ordered ag business here in pandas, like native ordered ag? I think I'll just remove this. I don't like how we're calling this ordered ag. I mean, there's nothing. like the, I mean, it needs special treatment because of what it is, but the DAG just doesn't feel like the right level. So leaf name, here we go. Let's check the test passes. Wonderful. Let's check the group by test. What about in arrow? Yeah, okay, no big deal. I like the explanation here. This is actually really good. Cool, let's push. Let's keep making our way through this. Can we actually get this merged today? I really hope so. So yeah, what are we doing here? First, last, then n is based on that one. Then if the result is scale alike, then we don't need to reorder it, so we just broadcast easy. If function name is first or last and we are partitioning by, then we need to merge with the partitioned by list and then just select the output names. Yeah, looks fine. And got this catching this warning because it's a false positive. Okay, nice. Then here in group by, in the native, this is the native ags. Yeah, native ag is n. We're using that one. We're not using nth anymore. Then we remap things. Oh, we don't. Got more things to remove. We don't need this, and we don't need that. So remove more and need it. Then, if it's last or first, we actually. This makes me wonder, do we need this condition here, names 0, if len names equals 0, else list names? Ooh. This should just be names, right? Why are we doing this? This seems wrong. Also makes me wonder why this can't just always be a list of names. Let's say if we can just do this and get it to pass, then I'd be fairly happy. Yeah, if we don't need special casing, then don't do it. Let's do the first and last test as well. I don't think it goes down here. Yeah, nice. Okay. Less special casing. Glad I caught that. I actually wonder if that would have showed up in the tests if we had. Yeah, exactly. If we didn't have single letter variable names, I wonder if that would have broken. So while this is running, I'm actually curious about this. Like, why can't this just be list names? This one's fine. What about the group by test? It seems to be fine. Why did we need this? I'd say that it's out of scope for this PR. But I am curious, why did we... It seems correct what we've got anyway, but... I'm gonna have to look into this later. Alias is 0. Might it be related to... It still seems bizarre to me. Oh well, we can try simplifying that later. Right. Like, there's enough complexity here without needing, like, all of the apply PyArrow string things. So, yeah, this looks nice and simple. Native ag group by. I think I didn't. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't think I changed this, but that was, yeah, it makes sense for this PR. Is last or is first, perhaps to capture that behavior? I don't know. I think after this, I'd like to quickly explore that. Right, so we've passed the group by here. Wait a sec. Don't need the group by here anymore. Can we simplify this further now? We'll never be done with this PR. It's just always extra things to do. Yeah, group by is needed here. It's not needed anymore. So that means we can remove it from here as well. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Okay. Simplify further. And this also reduces the diff, which is something we always want. Not sure why there's this default here now, but sure, no objections. iloc 0 and taking care if that's out of bounds, sure. First, last, sure. We just use polars as is for this one. Sure. Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah, this actually looks simple enough that I'm happy with it. Arguably, do we even need this branch? Could this just go there into native ag? Okay, guess we're gonna have to try to simplify this further and see. No. N. Oh no, okay, sure. This one we cannot actually simplify, but okay, fine. It's okay. Yeah, so here in PySpark we can't support this because the docs say it's not deterministic and there's no way to specify the order like there is in DuckDB. So okay, no big deal. In DuckDB we just have to make our own first, where we use order by and then partition by. We can't pass order by here because then that would do something different. Like in SQL, the moment you do over with order by, then aggregations become like expanding windows, which is, yeah, very different to what we're trying to do here. Then docstring, yeah, looks fine. So we've got just the simple one and in a group by context. Last simple and in group by, yeah, looks fine. Yeah, that's fine. Lol. Yeah, this is fine as well. Then first last test, yeah, this one I've been going crazy over for some time. Just for a little bit of better debugging. Let's get that in. Okay, little break and then final push to, yeah, to complete this. Okay, be right back. Okay, then let's get back to it. Yeah. Another quick sound check, just checking we're still audible. I think, yeah, if we just read through the tests, then we should be good. Right, where are we? Gosh, such a long test. First, last test. So, single cases, yeah, sure. First, last series. First, last, yeah, looks good. Then we're checking both if they're empty. Express select. So here it's basically being used as an aggregation, so that's why it's only constructor eager. And then in with columns, it's being broadcasted, which can only happen in eager only, because in the lazy one we'd need an order by. So here we finally get to one that's agnostic. So if Ibis, yeah, they've got a pretty bad bug here, so that's X failed. For the others, first over by, last over by, got our expected equal. This one's a bit unusually ordered. Yeah, nice. And then partition by, skip old PyArrow, skip old polars, xfail ibis because reasons. Yeah, nice. Then in over test, we've added over without partition by. So here we're just doing like a diff for sum over. And this one should be supported for the eager backends. It previously wasn't, but now it is. Nice. And then here in the group by, we're checking what happens when we do an aggregation with first, which can only happen for eager ones. This should really be a skip, but okay, fine. Okay, and we've got various things. What the hell is this pre-sort? I'm not bothered enough to change this, but no, sorry, that was inappropriate of me. But there was like that meme about code quality WTF per minute. This one here. So if you've got good code, then you say WTF every now and then. And if you've got bad code, then you're saying WTF all the time. So I think I've only said it a couple of times, so that's a sign that this is pretty good. Just to expand on that, I have a strong preference for not doing logic inside tests. But whatever, this is fine. So if we're doing a pre-sort, we do, okay, sure. Group by, ag first, and then sort by keys. Yeah, so we got a uniform output. Okay, cool. Then last, this could have been one test, but whatever, it's only for the eager ones. They aren't too slow, they're not like PyArrow and Dask, which take forever to do the simplest things, so not overly bothered. I'd say that if this is green, then I think we can ship it. Okay, switch to the new experience. Let's see what this exciting new thing is. I'm not... Oh, okay. Looks a bit slicker. You've got two cats. Not octocats. Yeah. Whatever it is. They're at the bottom. Okay, we've got something. Why is pre... I'm pretty sure I ran pre-commit and typing. Okay, well, if there are some issues, then let's take the chance to combine those two tests. There's really no point in having separate one. Dot name dot suffix first. And then here, let's make it last. So that means we need expected first and expected last. Tell you what, it's not worth it. This is going to get too long, and I've spent long enough on this already. So instead, let's take a look at what pre-commit is complaining about. It's saying that this one is too complex. But why didn't I get this complaint locally? That is a little bit annoying. So rough here is version 0.13. Do I not, am I not up to date or something? Git merge upstream main. Pre-commit run all. Oh, right. Okay, now it's at least reproducing the error. That's a relief. And it's not one that I care enough about. So this is going in the C901 bucket. So we've got that to sort out. And then, okay, we've got some typing. Shift. Okay. Yeah, got some typing to sort out. Okay, then. Was this now my... Yeah, it's my Pi that complains. PyWrite is actually fine with it. No reply here yet. Are there any other notifications we should be taking a look at? Oh, whoa! AstroPy has merged a PR to... Nice. Cool. Yeah, AstroPy introduces an optional dependency on Narwhals. Pretty cool. What else is going on? Cool. Okay, let's take a look here in VS Code. Let's sort out these typing issues. So, non-overlapping equality check. Left operand. And the right one is shift, yeah. Narwhals. Wait, Narwhals yeah, this one. Okay, so where is Narwhals aggregation here? Do we also have a shift defined anywhere? So let's see, shift. In any typing, no. No, it's not defined. So that means we're gonna go back to just string. And if here we need to do a cast, then so be it. Probably just reassign this, no big deal. Okay. Can we fool? Just keep it as it was before, no big deal. Yeah, this will do. Okay, typing. Double check that it actually passes. In the meantime, anything else? This is a pretty good PR. I think it means that we need to lol, I don't like your glorious formatter. Let's see. It's fine. I mean, yeah, it would be better to not make these changes, to be honest. But they look fairly innocuous. Okay, where are we? Get Atra has incompatible type string or none. Expected string. Yeah, okay then. Does this help it enough? In the meantime, back to the PR. Yeah, but this does fail it, so let's do the review, thanks. This does make CI fail, nice. But we'll need to address it to merge. For DuckDB 1.4 plus, we can use fetch arrow table, and before that, just arrow in collect. Seriously, maybe I just can't detect that. Okay, well, what if we put it in here? Then what? Okay, cool. My player is happy finally. Okay. Can we ship this? Let's go. Oh, nice. People updating an old Stack Overflow answer I'd given for newer syntax. Neat. Okay, cool. So while this is going, maybe it's a chance to... made a PR from main, mate. Okay, well, let's do it. So check out B valid CI. So fetch, we don't have Akmal as a remote, so let's add him. So git remote add Akmal, fetch Akmal. Wait, what? Oh, it looks like in Akmal's fork he's got all the branches for some reason. Okay, no big deal. Okay, so then in duckdb data frame, in collect, we should say that here, the to PyArrow table, right, well here, we're just going to say, so if self dot backend version is greater than 1.4, then the result is going to be self.native.fetch arrow table, and else it's going to be arrow. And then here we can just put the return type. To be fair, usually I use smaller than and then do the greater than for coverage purposes. Stop. Let's see if this gets a CI to pass. So git push u origin Akmal head main. No, not origin Akmal. Sorry, just git push. All right, I didn't. Gosh, I'm a terrible streamer. Wasn't sharing my screen. Back here we are. So we've pushed essentially. So I've just said if the backend version is smaller than 1.4, we're going to use .arrow. Otherwise, we'll use fetch arrow table. And we're pushing to Akmal's main. Okay. Cool. Let's see if now this one passes. Okay, well, he's got a warning, but it's up to him to fix it. First, last, okay. Is this actually going? So we've just got, I think most things have passed. Let's check the remaining files changed. It shows 600 lines, but I think this is probably mostly tests. Nice. Yeah, it's a little bit complex, but I mean, sometimes you need complex solutions. Not everything can be done simply. Not saying that there's not scope for simplification, but yeah, cool. Cool. I think I'm finally happy to ship this. Cool. Thanks both for having got this started. Okay. Right. Somehow the automatic GIF isn't going with this new UI. So I guess that means we're going to have to do it manually. So where's my script? User scripts, where's... installed user scripts, ship it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna add this one. Can't remember which one it is. Nice, cool. Valid up C passing now. Can't remember which one it is, but it's a good one. Yeah. Okay, not the one I was hoping to see, but this is fine. Okay. That was mad. Maybe I'll just ship. I think we can ship it. Look, I'm not going to do a release now. We'll do it tomorrow. Or next. Yeah, not going to do it now. Friday evening is not a good time to do releases. If this passes, I think we can ship it. Yeah, that's most of what I wanted to get done today. I think it might not be a bad idea to turn off now. Okay, we do have some issue to fix though. Maybe there was some xfail test which we no longer need to xfail. Oh, coverage. So 143. Wait, what? What? Why would this not be running? 1.3.2. Why the hell is only DuckDB 1.3.2 being installed? Don't tell me that IBIS is pinning DuckDB. But we don't install it from there anyway, do we? So where's this? Wait, what? Ah, it's pinned to smaller than 1.4 because of effin IBIS. Right, I remember now. Yeah. Let's pester them to make a release. Whatever. Start by thanking them for the release, for the fix in. Could this please be arguably this signals that we should be having separate CI jobs for different backends. So then we just wouldn't need to care that Ibis doesn't have streamlined release process. But whatever. Fully expecting to be ignored. For fuck's sake. Okay, just going to run a test locally with DuckDB just to confirm that this does in fact pass. Tests frame, I don't know, collect test. Okay, nice. Collect empty DuckDB. And then, yeah, Ibis fails, but that's not too much of a surprise. Might as well remove this. So let's say coverage remove unnecessary. Let's fail. Okay. Let's approve and turn this off. And hopefully when the most scalable dataframe library makes a new release, then we won't need that Pragmano cover. Cool, that's it for today. Thanks people, thanks Cam, good to chat. And yeah, all the best.